Human head carvings and phallus-shaped pillars discovered at 11,000-year-old site in Turkey. 11,000 years ago, people in Turkey spent their days carving human heads and other shapes like phallus-shaped pillars. But why is that? Owen Jarvis from Life Sciences on Collective Spark. Archaeologists in Turkey have found evidence that an 11,000-year-old prehistoric site was used for a ceremonial parade through a building containing phallus-shaped pillars and a carving of a human head called Tepe. The site is located in southern Turkey, east of Şanlıurfa, and has a series of buildings that date back to long before writing was invented. Within the remains of the buildings, archaeologists found carvings of human heads, snakes, and a fox, as well as several interestingly shaped pillars. For instance, the archaeologists discovered 11 pillars near a carving of a human head. All pillars are erected and shaped like a phallus. Nesmi Karul, professor of prehistoric archaeology at Istanbul University, wrote in a paper recently published in the journal Türk Arkeoloji ve Etnografia Dergisi. In the journal article, Karul did not speculate as to why the heads and phallus-shaped pillars were built or what meaning they may have had. This building is connected to three others to form a complex of sorts. Ancient people may have held a ceremonial parade through this complex, Karul said. Current evidence suggests that people used the complex for a ceremonial process, entering the building from one end and exiting to the other end, having to parade in the presence of the human head and the phallus-shaped pillars. Karul wrote in the journal article, more excavation and analysis will be needed to be done before archaeologists can say for certain that this parade took place, Karul said. Rather than being abandoned, the buildings were filled with dirt, possibly during a decommissioning ceremony of sorts. And let's remember that in southern Turkey, this is the area where we have Gobelki Tepe, where we have all these various, some kind of a parade of animals on pillars, foxes, snakes, various animals, hybrid animals, and that was also filled in with dirt. And that's supposedly somehow connected to the COVID comet about 13,000 years ago. Now, however, this site dates to a similar time as Gobekli Tepe, another archaeological site that has large buildings and carvings of animals and human heads. Gobekli Tepe is also located near Şanlıurfa, this recent discovery, and archaeologists are trying to determine the relationship between these two sites. Although Karahan Tepe was discovered in 1997, excavations did not start until 2019. Between those years, researchers completed several archaeological surveys of the site. The archaeologist Karul did not reply to requests for comment. This was originally published on Live Science by Owen Jarvis. This is on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.